guys, I want to talk about Amazon announcing a new Mass Effect adaptation.
Hell yes.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am a big fan of the original Mass Effect game.
Same.
It was one of the best games I ever played. Mass Effect 2 I thought was okay. The third game really dropped the ball, but it was still kind of like fun, but the story just wasn't there. But basically, Variety is reporting that Amazon hired the Fast and Furious 9 writer, that guy, the Shakespeare of our time, to come in and develop a TV show based around Mass Effect. And I feel like, so like we have the template of what not to do in Halo, right, in terms of a video game to TV adaptation. And then we have Fallout, which it actually does a really good job of adapting, the video game to a TV format. And so the question now becomes, it's like, okay, which format are they going to follow with the Mass Effect game? Is it going to be more Halo or is it going to be more Fallout? So Brian, what's your take on this?
Okay, first off, I'm with you, bro. The best console game I have ever played, hands down, is Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, and someone said in chat Mass Effect 3 was fine. It was fine.
It was fine.
It was fine.
It was fine.
The ending sucked.
And well, it depends on which one you chose, right?
They all sucked.
Endings. They all sort of sucked. Yeah. But the game, like the mechanics, the characters, the story, the way you sort of chose your own path, the way you can completely avoid the actual story and just explore planets. I mean, totally ahead of its time. Really great game. Great story. If it's like Fallout, then this is going to be the next great franchise. If it's like Halo, then there will never be another Mass Effect TV show or movie or anything based on this franchise again. So I'm really hoping that it's done well, that you have someone, and I'm not saying Glenn Powell, but like give me an actor who has Glenn Powell energy, someone who can be a badass, but also have some kind of personality, be charming. And that's the first step. You pick the right-leaning man, and you can give us. You've already got about 30% of the work done. You just gotta get the right guy, and then write it like it's written in the games. Right, Mass Effect. It's a team-based game. Even though you're playing as one person, it's an entire team of people with different personalities that are trying to save the universe. This is not a bad idea. This is a great idea, and I don't think it's gonna be very hard to do if you pick the right people.
And culture, with Star Trek and Star Wars kind of like having been destroyed, I think people are hungry for a brand new science fantasy epic kind of IP. And Mass Effect, out of all the stuff out there, has that potential. Do you think that if Amazon nails this, that this could be the next big, kind of Game of Thrones level series, but for sci-fi?
Yeah, but with Jennifer Salke at the helm, I doubt that'll be possible to nail anything. Oftentimes when they make something original, it's not good. If it's made by somebody else, it's great. I'm thinking about Halo right now and how destructive that was to, anybody's enjoyment of Halo going forward. I do not want that to happen to what's left of Mass Effect. We already know what they're capable of now as far as the games go. I really don't want that to leak into the television show. Could they certainly do, as Brian suggests, deliver something that is compelling with great performances from, quality actors like Glenn Powell or somebody else? I think it would be great, but they have to get a standout Commander Shepard. But have we already seen a casting on this? Do we know it's going to be a male Shepard?
They just announced that it's in development.
Yeah.
To be fair, the developer isn't one of those DEI guys. He might not be a Shakespeare, but
here's what we don't know. We don't know if it's going to be a male or a femme Shepard.
Oh, that's true. You could have picked that.
And you could end up with another girl boss show that drives things in the wrong direction. Look, you could play as either Shepard. I don't care. It didn't matter. I played as both.
If they get the actual voice, the chick that voiced Miranda, I'm in no matter what.
Well, and that's the other thing too. Will they be consistent with the original game, or will they go modern audience, unappealing? Wear a potato sack as a fucking outfit costume. Sorry, I get a little frustrated because I'm sick and tired of them taking all of the aspects of the game out of it, including the aesthetics of the game, away. I mean, Florence Pugh, probably had reason to wear saggy pants as as in her characters, but who didn't? Scarlett Johansson. So we need to get back to
Well, Brian,
presenting characters as they're supposed to be presented.
Brian, it's funny because Yvonne Straczynski or
That's her
Straczynski.
name. I can't say her name.
When she did the modeling for Mass Effect 2, she was about 20 years younger. So I don't know if she might be
That's
up
true.
for that role, because I recently watched her in
she
Teacup.
might not. She doesn't have that Miranda booty anymore.
Yeah, but she still looks really good.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
not
a
gonna
good-looking
lie.
woman.
Here's what I know right now, and I feel like I'm over on my other channel, over on the Salty Nerd Gaming channel. If you go to Steam right now, the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which is all 3 games plus downloadable, plus the DLC, is on sale for $8.99.
Yeah,
Wow.
For all 3 games. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it right now.
It's great.
Yeah, especially the first one. It's great. But Odin, one of the interesting things about Mass Effect is it's a BioWare IP, and when they did their new launch of Mass Effect on Andromeda, which was basically like a brand new kind of offshoot of the original Mass Effect, there was so much woke crap in that video game. It was kind of like the start of the wokenizing of video games, in my opinion. Like they had, you'd walk up to someone, they'd give you their backstory of being a transgender space explorer and stuff like that. I'm not joking. And so I'm wondering, with Amazon, being the studio behind this, if they go woke with this thing, it could be a disaster. But it also, if they give the fans what they want, this could be the next big IP that Amazon really exploits. What's your take on this?
I would have to say I simply agree. I'm not much of a gamer, so I don't have a lot of knowledge in this space. But yeah, if you give the fans what they want, typically they show up for it pretty strongly.
Yeah, and Tom, do you think Amazon will fuck this up?
Most likely, unless they have nothing. I don't really follow the video gaming stuff and Mass Effect and all that stuff. Are they producing it themselves, or is somebody else producing it and they're just picking it up?
Amazon's producing it.
Then it's fucked.
I mean, was Fallout fucked?
No, I
Well,
don't think so.
I mean, I know that it did well, but I know there was a lot of game fans that weren't fans of the.
I played all the Fallout games and I loved it. I know it wasn't.
I'm just
exactly
speaking from what
game.
people
You also
said,
tend to like
yeah.
some bad things sometimes, Brian.
No, it's a
so.
dude. I'm sorry.
We all have
Fallout.
those things.
Fallout was good. Generally across the board, it was a good show. Not just because I like explosions and shit. It was good.
Yeah,
It was.
no,
You gotta admit, it was good.
No, I liked it. The guys behind Westworld were the ones behind that one. I liked Westworld too.
I couldn't
even
finish
though it got a little long in the tooth towards the end there.